Segment for our G2 Backyard segment as well, talking about lawn and garden tips. We have Aaron Jaussi from the Provo IFA Country Store, and we need some help. We are suffering under a drought, but yet we want to make sure our gardens and lawns are surviving.
Absolutely. Everyone wants that nice green lawn, and here in Utah in the summers, particularly in a drought, it can be really difficult. And so there's a lot of things that we can do to help. One of the biggest things is keeping your lawn healthy at the beginning of the year. When it's cooler, keep your lawn fertilized, and then as it gets into the heat, if you make sure your sprinklers are working really well, that it's covering really well. One of the great things to do, little cups like this, or tuna cans if you don't have anything like this, and spread them out evenly in your lawn.
So you're just sticking that in the grass?
Yeah, all you're doing is just spread that, then you're gonna run your sprinklers, and you're gonna see if the water comes out evenly across your lawn. That's one of the biggest things we see, is just inefficiency in sprinklers. And identifying that can help cause a lot of the problems to go away.
Well, and you also have a tip of watering less often, but we don't want our grass to die.
Absolutely.
So what is your method there?
So the thing is to water less often for deeper. So less frequently and a deeper watering. That allows your grass and your plants to send the roots deeper, where the water doesn't evaporate as quickly and it's there longer. You have more root space to hold water, and you lose less to evaporation.
Well, then why are we saving some of that water? You're saying when we're watering our lawn anyway, that surface water is evaporating.
Yeah, so if you're only watering, say, every single day for a few minutes, a whole bunch of that water is just going to evaporate off before it's ever going to be utilized by the grass.
But then we're using more water less frequently.
Yep, so you actually use the same amount of water, but instead of putting it 10 times for 1 minute, you're going to do 1 time for 10 minutes. Same amount of water, but that water will stay available to the plant.
It's more effective
more
way
efficient.
of watering, more efficient. Okay, you also have some products that could help us.
Yeah, so a lot of our soils here, once they dry out, they'll actually repel water, so they won't absorb it very well. So there's some things like the Revive or this Aqua Drive that are great products. They help the water absorb evenly into the soil, kind of reduce some of those dry spots you got. Sometimes you may do the sprinkler test, you're getting plenty of water out, nice and even, but you still have a dry spot. And a lot of that's just it's not holding enough water, it's not absorbing down in. These will help a lot with that.
These will help a lot. You also have this is liquid form, but you have other options too.
Yeah, so this Revive down here is just a granular version of the same type product. Do the same kind of thing, but if it's easier for someone to spread it in a spreader rather than hook it up to a hose, that's a great option.
I like these products as well because this is a different type of hose.
Yeah, so one of the big things, if you can be consistent, so this hose is a soaker hose, so it's designed to water really slowly and let it soak in so you don't have a lot of runoff. And combining those with things like this smart waterer, or even just this little hose hookup timer, those can help you be consistent, keep your plants healthy while not wasting water.
So even if you have an automatic sprinkler, right, this can help maybe in your garden.
Yeah, so you could use something like this in your garden. You could actually replace your automatic sprinkler's watering system with this clock, and this is a smart timer. It keeps track of rain. You can control it with your phone. You can add multiple stations, and it'll actually automatically adjust based on the temperature of that day.
Because those automatic sprinklers are hard sometimes. They're
complicated.
Very difficult. I can never figure it out.
Yeah, this Beehive does a great job of simplifying it.
Okay, what if you have dogs? They can always leave some spots and really...
Absolutely, so this Revive dog spot control, that will help flush out all those things that make the from the dog urine that makes the brown spots.
All those brown spots,
Yep,
right.
and that'll help your lawn recover a lot faster.
And you just spray it on or after?
Yeah, as soon as you notice it, kind of soak it down with the hose.
What else would you tell folks? They're really trying to conserve water, but they really don't want to let their lawn grow because you spend so much, you invest in it, your flowers, everything.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing you do is take as best care of it as you can. And make sure you're doing something. Your lawns can be pretty resilient and they can handle things, but making sure we're fertilizing in the spring, keeping it as healthy as we can, aerating the lawn, anything you do to improve the soil. These aren't things you can just do in the heat of the summer. Sometimes if your lawn's under stress, it's going to be really hard to bring it back when it's 100 degrees. But if you can keep it healthy when it's 80 degrees, it'll do a lot better for you.
So we are in the middle of the summer. So when you know that you've got some things that we can't catch up on, but that doesn't mean next year it can work.
And it doesn't mean it's all lost this year either. There's some things you can do to help keep it alive and keep it going, and this fall it'll start looking really good.
And as the governor was saying too, we need to also support our farmers as well,
Absolutely.
right?
At IFA, we're really big on agriculture. It's huge. It's very important to our communities. And so it's really important.
Well, you're in Provo, but you have how many stores around the Wasatch
So there are
Front?
22 IFA locations throughout the Intermountain West, probably about 10 along the Wasatch Front.
Okay, for more information on this sponsored segment, you can go to IFACountryStores.com with
Thank
all that
you.
information. I mean, these are just scraping the surface when it
Yep.
comes to
Yeah, come in.
taking
We've
care of
got
your lawn.
experts throughout all of our stores that can help walk you through your individual situations, get you taken care of.
All right, thank you, Aaron. We'll have more information on our website, abc4.com/GTU. Nisha, over to you. I think we're trying to figure out when the best time to use mouthwash.
So Ray, come back inside immediately. Let's talk about it. Also, still to come on GTU Hour 2, we're headed back into the kitchen for peaches and cream streusel and cake. Look at that picture. Yum on a Monday. We'll be right back.